On what should have been just another sunny morning, I found my life teetering on the edge of total chaos. The notification flashed on my screen. The FBI was investigating me. My heart pounded, a frantic drum in my chest. The sunlight felt colder, the air heavier. My neighbors shot curious glances. Whispers fluttered like crows overhead. What secrets had I been guarding, unknowingly? I clutched my phone, trembling. Had I done something wrong? My friends started to step back, their eyes widening in suspicion. Panic rushed through me. My mind raced back to old photos, forgotten conversations, family gatherings, with a heaviness I couldn't shake. I felt raw, exposed. Then, like a ghost from my past, my ex-husband appeared. A lawyer with a sketchy history, his calm demeanor twisted my stomach. He spoke of connections I had no idea existed, ties that dragged me deeper into darkness. I sensed a weight behind me, shadows lurking, someone watching. The stakes felt impossibly high, and dread coiled around my gut. With time slipping away, I had to uncover the truth, or lose myself in despair. Just then, a coworker reached out, offering unexpected support. Together, we could face these demons. But what if the ghosts of our pasts were worse than I imagined? We mapped a plan, determination sparking through fear, yet the walls felt like they were closing in. Sudden silences lingered, unwelcoming. A chill swept through me. Goosebumps prickled my skin. It was all so unreal, but here I was, standing at the edge. We were about to dive into a tumultuous sea of secrets. What other horrors awaited? Tomorrow loomed like a storm. I felt a mix of dread and hope. Something was brewing beneath the surface. Could the truth save us, or would it drown us? Before you go on, let me tell you something. A lot of people have been saying that YouTube, out of nowhere, unsubscribes them from the channel. Take a quick look to make sure the red button is on. That way, you won't miss any of the videos still to come. And while you're at it, hit the like button, because it really helps me keep bringing you stories like this. Oh, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to know. I felt the chill seep deeper as I stared at my phone, the notification still glaring at me. Panic surged like ice water in my veins. Just when I thought I grasped my reality, it shattered. A next message appeared. A photo. My heart stopped. It was me, but not just me. A woman next to me, someone I hadn't seen in years. A flash from a forgotten night. Tears sprang to my eyes. I remembered now. She was my sister. I had no idea. How could I not know? My fingers shook as I replayed every moment, every laugh, the secrets we buried. What did this mean? Was I truly connected to whatever darkness had ensnared me? A breath caught in my throat as I grasped the bombshell. My sister had vanished. I thought of my parents' grief, their whispers laced with guilt, silence like a noose around my heart. I didn't know, I whispered, voice cracking. My coworker, now more than just an ally, looked at me, horror in their eyes. I can't breathe, I admitted, panic clawing at my chest. Around me, whispers surged. Neighbors peeked through curtains, their judgment heavy as stone. A threat loomed larger than my regrets. What if they uncovered the truth? About my past? About her? What if I was to blame for her disappearance? Darkness clenched tighter, wrapping me in suffocating fear. My thoughts raced. Everything felt like a scream trapped in silence. Could the truth save me? Or would it strap me to a stake as I burned? I stumbled back, breath hitting the walls like a frantic drumbeat. My coworker's eyes widened, reflecting my shock. What is it? they whispered, voice quivering. The phone slipped from my fingers, crashing against the floor. My heart raced, thudding like a trapped animal. I felt bile rise in my throat. The message glared up at me, revealing more than just a photo. There it was, a name, my sister's name, but next to it, another name, a man I knew, someone I trusted. James? I gasped. No, it couldn't be. He was my confidant, my anchor. What was he doing with her? Tears blurred my vision. Rage and betrayal clashed in my chest. How could he be involved in her disappearance? I thought of all the late-night talks, laughter that now felt tainted. Shadows danced in my mind. I need to think, I stammered. Panic washed over me like ice. The whispers from neighbors grew louder, a tide of judgment threatening to drown me. Their eyes felt like daggers. But then, a realization crashed over me like a wave. Had I truly known him at all? Do you trust him? My coworker asked, hesitance weaving through their voice. I choked on my response. I don't know. A 3-ton weight settled in my chest. What if he had led me astray? What if the truth I sought turned out to be a web of lies, crafted by someone I let into my heart? What if I was standing on the edge of a cliff, and the ground beneath me was eroding, ready to give way? The silence hung heavy, suffocating. My breathing echoed in the night, a reminder of all I'd lost. I wanted to scream. Instead, I whispered, "What if this is just the beginning?" But the void answered, cold and unyielding. I can't breathe. The air feels leaden, thick with dread. My heart races, pounding against my ribs like a wild beast seeking escape. James, I repeat, the name like acid on my tongue. Betrayal twists like a knife in my gut. Suddenly, my coworker's phone buzzes. A new message. My stomach drops. Look, they gasp, eyes wide. Another photo. A blurry image. It's dark, but I can make out a man. Not just any man. Our father. Its face is twisted in anger. No, it can't. What? My mind races, memories flashing, laughter, warmth. Confusion swirls around me, and the air grows colder. Was my father involved? How could I not know? I recoil, my legs wobbling beneath me. Tears spill as anger ignites. Who are you? I hiss at James, trembling. I feel unmoored, like I'm drifting into an abyss. Silence surrounds us, thickening the air. Neighbors peer out, eyes full of judgment. I feel their whispers crawl under my skin. Maybe I don't know anyone, I choke out. A shockwave ripples through me. What if my whole life is a lie? What if my sister's disappearance was a family secret, buried amid our laughter? Do you know anything? My voice trembles. Do you? My coworker's gaze shifts. Doubt flickers. And then it hits. I don't even know my own family. What horrific truth waits for me on the other side of the dark? I can't help but wonder, as fear drips into despair, if they were the ones hiding the secrets. How deep did the darkness go? I stare into the void of uncertainty. Could I trust anyone? A cold sweat trickled down my back. I felt unmoored, adrift in a sea of confusion. James. The name hung between us, sharp and heavy. My mind throbbed like a wound, fresh and raw. You don't understand, my coworker said, fear creeping into their voice. You have to see this. They showed me another message. My heart sank. It was a voice memo. I pressed play, the sound of my father's frantic tone echoing through the silence. You have to hide it. She can't find out. Panic surged through me. What does he mean? My breath quickened, a vise squeezing my chest. I staggered back, the world around me blurring. Had my father kept her disappearance a secret? What other horrors lay in our family's past? Is my entire life a lie? I gasped. The shadows of doubt closed in, suffocating. I need answers, but all I felt was betrayal, a raw, burning ache. My heart raced, pounding out the question that lingered like a haunting melody. Who else was involved? And just then, I saw James in my mind. Not the man I trusted, but a stranger cloaked in darkness. Could I have been blind? I wanted to scream, to rage against the lies, but the cold weight of silence pressed in, thickening the air. Then the world tilted. My father's words reverberated, a chilling warning echoing in my skull. She can't find out. The realization hit like a punch. Did he mean me? What had I stumbled into? I looked at my coworker, the disbelief written across their face. What do we do? Their hesitation stretched painfully. The space between us felt electric, charged with uncertainty. No one's safe. The shadows deepened. Is it them or us? A question I wasn't sure I wanted answered. My heart dropped. I couldn't breathe. I was being smothered by the weight of revelation. The air thickened. What do you mean no one's safe? My voice came out as a whisper, almost swallowed by the tense silence. Then, my coworker's expression shifted. You have to know. You were adopted. The world flipped. My parents weren't my real parents? What? My skin prickled. Is that why my sister disappeared? James, he wasn't just your friend. Their voice trembled. He's part of it. Your real family. Your sister. Is that why my sister disappeared? A realization hit. Every memory, every laugh felt like a lie. My pulse surged, hammering in my ears. No, this cannot be. Anger and betrayal curled in my gut like a fist. Outside, whispers morphed into gasps. Neighbors stared, eyes wide. I felt their judgment like knives. Fear crawled up my spine. Why didn't you tell me? I choked, all trust crumbling. The truth sliced deeper than I knew possible. My head spun. Who was I? The shadows deepened, closing in. What if this is just the beginning? Their silence hung in the air, heavy, a question left unanswered, a threat lurking in darkness. My mind spun, the room closing in around me. Adopted? I gasped, disbelief crashing over me like ice-cold water. Memories I held dear felt like fragile glass, shattered. What do you mean? My heart raced, a wild animal trapped in my chest. Your real parents. My coworker's eyes darted. They're not who you think. A sudden wave of nausea rolled through me. My legs wobbled. No! I shook my head. You're lying. James is your brother, they uttered, the words slicing through the fog in my mind. My pulse thundered in my ears. Confusion morphed into horror. What? How? Why? I felt the ground drop beneath me. I staggered back, the walls closing in. You're saying my whole life is a lie? Like her? The whispers outside morphed into gasps. Eyes watched, eyes full of accusation. I felt every judgment, every implication. Is that why she disappeared? Our family, it's a web of lies? My voice trembled, a feeble protest against the tidal wave of truth. I couldn't breathe. My chest tightened, panic slithering through me. What else don't I know? The fear transformed into a living thing, crawling under my skin. A heavy silence settled. Do we even know where she is? My own words echoed back at me, shattering the thin veneer of hope. The void answered, and suddenly, I realized the darkness wasn't just around me, it was in me. I couldn't tell friend from foe. Am I safe? The room fell silent, each heartbeat stretching time. I stood on the cusp of revelation, paralyzed by the weight of uncertainty. In that moment, nothing felt real anymore. Adopted? I echoed, my voice shaking. The word expanded in my mind, warping everything I thought I knew. I clutched my stomach. Nausea hit like a wave. James is my brother? What? Before I could finish, my coworker's eyes widened. You need to hear this. They thrust another message at me, breath quickening. A voice memo. My heart shattered further. Your mother was involved. My father's voice crackled. We thought she was dead, but she wasn't. They're coming for you. Panic surged, clarity laced with dread. I wasn't just lost, I was a target. What did you do? I gasped, the walls closing in around me. My coworker's hand trembled. She's alive, isn't she? My gut twisted. Every whispered judgment from outside crept into my mind. Who else is in on this? A cold realization dawned. My parents loved me. But what if they were hiding me from the very people who should have protected me? Silence swallowed my thoughts, shadows lurking in the corners. Am I safe? My voice dropped to a whisper. The answer hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. The air crackled, heavy with impending doom. My legs felt weak, as if the ground shifted beneath me. What do you mean? I gasped, my heart pounding violently against my ribs. Then my coworker's voice trembled. Your mother, she's not who you think. She was in a cult. That's why your sister disappeared. A cold wave crashed over me. My breath stalled. No, it can't be. My family, everything. The world blurred. Tears pricked my eyes, confusion spiraling. Is it true? Her words cut like glass. James tried to protect you. The weight of her revelation pressed down, suffocating. Shock rippled through the crowd outside. I felt their eyes pry into my shattered reality. He lied? My stomach churned, disbelief mixing with anger. All those moments, the laughter, were they just layers covering a festering wound? No, I whispered, pain curling in my chest. The truth felt like poison. I trusted him. Are you safe? My coworker asked, desperation creeping in. The silence hung heavily. I couldn't answer. My mind raced. What had I stumbled into? Suddenly, the ground felt like quicksand. What would be revealed next? My heart raced as the truth crashed down, unrelenting. James, my brother? I stammered, horror flooding my senses. My world crumbled, bricks of betrayal tumbling around me. And my sister, she's alive. I clung to hope like a fragile strand amidst the chaos. With a deep breath, I turned to my coworker. We need to find her. We need answers. We dashed into the night, leaving the weight of judgment behind. The whispers faded as our resolve grew, kindled by a bond forged in truth, not blood. Tomorrow would bear the scars of our past, but I felt a glimmer of hope. Let's end this. You need to subscribe now. This is the moment to show your support for these unfolding stories. Don't wait any longer to share this journey. Confirm your channel subscription so you don't miss the next exclusive stories. Press the like button now to help the algorithm. Tell me in the comments your reactions and theories about the ending. Your voice matters. Share this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this conclusion. If you liked my story, keep going and watch the next one that's appearing now. I think it will move you too.